Hi class, I'm going to go over an overview of this unit with you. This unit is about the Constitution of the United States. The Constitution was created in 1787, excuse my typo, 1787 by our founding fathers, and it is a guiding document that lays out the government of the United States and the laws of the land. They created this document after breaking away from the English colonial rule, so you'll have to use your prior knowledge of the American Revolution and the English colonial rule and the things that people were upset about, because those things would really drive what they put in the Constitution. To date, the Constitution has been amended 27 times. The first 10 amendments are known as the Bill of Rights. So throughout this lesson, you are going to investigate different parts of the Constitution. You are going to analyze how the Constitution set up a federal government, a representative democracy, separation of powers, and checks and balances. You will notice how the Constitution limits the powers of the government. So the two learning targets for this lesson are for you to be able to describe and give examples how the U.S. Constitution created a federal system, representative democracy, separation of powers, and checks and balances. And the second learning target is for you to be able to cite and evaluate how the U.S. Constitution protects citizens' rights by limiting the powers of the government. So to reach these learning targets, we have a couple tasks laid out for you. So I've divided the tasks into three parts: learn, do, and evaluate. The learn section should be first, the do section you do second, and the evaluate section is last. You should do these in order, however, you should review them all first. So, the learn section you can do at your own pace, and that's individual. The do section, there's two parts. There's a paper and a discussion board post. The paper you are doing in a group, and then the discussion board you should do individually. And then the evaluate section has the rubrics for all of these assignments. So let's go over the learn section. In the learn section, the first thing you need to do is a VoiceThread prompt. There will be a link on the Google Classroom stream. And so your response can be a comment, voice, or video. And first, what you need to do in your prompt is you need to introduce yourself, and then you'll tell us any prior knowledge you have of the Constitution. There's a link for the VoiceThread here. There is also a link on the stream of the Google Classroom. The second thing you need to do is watch these two Zaption videos about the Constitution. You will respond to the questions that pop up throughout the Zaption video. You should watch these in order. Then we have the third task in the Learn section, and that is to review the Constitution. You'll click on this link for this site, and you'll read about the introduction to the Constitution. There's images, and then you can look at the transcript of the Constitution as well. This is the link that you will use for the next part. So in the do section, or the fourth thing that you need to do, is you need to analyze with a group a portion of the Constitution, and then you're going to write a paper about it. You will sign up with two other classmates on a Google Sheet. After you've selected your part, you will translate the portion of the Constitution into your own words. For the second part of the paper, you will determine what principle of the Constitution that section is representative of. So for whatever section that you translate, you need to say whether it's an example of the federal system, representative democracy, separation of powers, or checks and balances. Then you need to cite text evidence from the Constitution of what principle that is. So when you're done with the paper, you should have two parts. You should have the translation in your own words, and then what principle it's representative of, and then you need to cite evidence and explain that. So when you're done with your paper, you will post it to the Google Classroom stream, and then you'll comment on your peers' papers. Once you have suggestions from your peers, you'll make revisions based on what they said, and then you should turn your assignment into the Google Classroom. Here's what the sign-up sheet looks like. So you pick your section of the Constitution and then write your group names. So the next thing that you need to do is you need to complete a discussion board post. I will post the original post and then you will just comment on that. You will not create a new post, you'll just comment on that. The prompt that you should respond to is, how does the Constitution limit the powers of the government? Cite a specific example from the Constitution. In addition, what freedoms does the Constitution give you that you value? And then the last thing is the evaluate section, and it tells you the points for each of the assignments. So you'll want to review all of the necessary things in order for you to receive full credit. This is just all of the assignments outlined in one document. You will also see all of them posted on our Google Classroom. If you have any questions, you have my email on the Google Classroom. Please reach out, or you can post on the Google Classroom because possibly your classmates might have the same question as well. All right, good luck. Let me know if you need help.